Hello everyone, this is Sherry at Soul Conscious, and this is going to be your All Signs weekly read that I do every single week, where we go through every single sign from Aries all the way through Pisces and just see what the universe wants to talk about with each sign. It can be any type of message that wants to come through. I call it what do you need to know, but it's just whatever the universe wants to talk about, whatever they want to bring up for each and every sign. It can deal with anything from career to moving to relationships, whatever wants to come through. We just let the universe have its piece and say what it wants to say. So this is general messages. So it may or may not resonate with you. But I hope if it does that you'll hit that like button and feel, be moved to hopefully subscribe to my channel. So we're going to go ahead and start with Aries and see what we have for Aries this week. You know what? I'm leaving that out there. I just realized I used my opposite deck. So we're going to go with it since that's what, I'm just going to go with it. I typically do this the opposite way around, but so your overall energy, Aries, is I'm really wanting to give to something. Let's see what you want to give to. Okay, it looks like something was you got some very difficult energies here, Aries, not gonna lie. Well, it looks like you're wanting to move away from self-sabotage. So it looks like to me you were trying to sort what this wants to talk about is there might have been some ways in your life that you I'm really picking up like negative self-talk or self-sabotage or overthinking, those kind of things. I'm really picking up on an Aries that's been up in their head like that. Really has a tendency to almost self-sabotage at times. And kind of self-deceive yourself. But I feel like that, you're trying to use the strength to get past that, Aries. You're trying to overcome that. I really see that with that strength card coming out, that you're trying to overcome that mindset or behavior and change that about yourself. And this is something you're wanting with this, with the Hierophant card here. I really feel like this is something you're trying to make a permanent value in your life, like make it a habit, a permanent habit that's going to stick with you for a long time, with that Hierophant card coming out. And with the Six of Swords, it's that moving away from this behavior. What you're wanting to move away from this behavior because you know that it's caused you some issues in your life. I'm thrown off since the decks are reversed here for your reading. So I'm going to go ahead and pull three cards here, final cards, to see if there's any final messages that want to come through for you. Is there any final messages, universe, you want to talk to Aries about? Give me three cards, three final cards, please. If you have something to clarify what this behavior might be for Aries, that would probably be helpful. It'd probably help Aries figure out if this resonates with them or not. So there's the three cards. Okay. Give me three cards right out. So the three cards you have is Judgment, seven of wands and Queen of Swords. So it's, yeah, it's just reinforcing what the message that I said. You know, judgment is this, you know, you kind of almost judging yourself. You know, you kind of judge, you know, decided. It's this decision, especially with the Queen of Swords being here, that decision to get out of this behavior, because you realized and had this clarity around the fact that you know, you need to make this change. And with that Seven of Wands, it's almost, I'm feeling that high ground, you know, like that you gained this perspective of this is something that you need to change in your life, this way of thinking that's self-sabotaging to you. That's, you know, that's, I think that you've realized that this behavior has caused you some things in your life, like cost you in your life, and held you back from moving forward. So I applaud any Aries out there that this actually resonates with. I applaud you, because this is somebody that's moving into a new energy and trying to change their life, that really wants to change their life for the better. And I really feel that. So I hope this does resonate with you. I hope this is an Aries that this is resonating with you because I think, you know, like I said, I see somebody really trying to change themselves for the better, and I applaud that very much so. And they're trying to get the strength to do it, to make it, you know, something that's going to last for the rest of their life. So I really, you know, and with that, what started the reading, this overall Six of Pentacles, that was giving to yourself. You know, you're doing this for yourself. You're trying to better yourself. So that's what I have for you, Aries. So if you like that message, you know, of course, please hit that like button down below. And feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you so much for joining me. We're going to go ahead and move on to Taurus. So hello, Taurus, and hello, any Taurans out there that decided to join us this week. Okay, half the deck wanted to drop. You know what? I'm being pulled to pull that as your overall energy. That's why that dropped like that. It's telling me it wants that card. So your overall energy is the Nine of Swords, which can be a very, the Eight of Swords, which can be a very difficult energy. We'll see what wants to come out with it, but I think this is, I'm really starting to feel like this may be a theme, but I feel like this is a little bit of self-sabotage on your part, Taurus, in the fact that I really think that you're overthinking something, like overanalyzing something, or overthinking something that probably, like, almost overthinking it into the ground is what I'm really picking up on. Like, that you're overthinking or overanalyzing a situation. And what's coming to mind is when you're anticipating something to happen and you're going through scenarios in your head. Well, the thing hasn't even happened yet, and you have no idea how it's going to go down, but it's like you're running through every scenario and how you want to react. Like if somebody, you know that you're going to have a conversation with somebody, and you're trying to play out how the conversation is going to go before you even have the conversation. So you don't even really know how the conversation is going to go, because you don't know what the other person is going to do, but you're like almost trying to gameplay it is what I'm picking up. Yeah, and this is kind of telling me that, and actually it's kind of reinforcing. I said, you know, the scenario that I gave you is absolutely, it's right on point. When I pulled the rest of your cards, you got the Lovers here. So this is about a connection and about a person, and I believe it is about communication. It's someone that has caused you some pain, definitely. And so this, you know, this Victory card or this Seven of Wands, it's really talking to, it's that really running through the scenarios of trying to gameplay it out, you know, of how this is going to go down, that, you know, kind of that trying to strategize sort of thing of how to make this happen in a way that you kind of want to make it happen is what I'm really picking up. So if you're that Taurus, what I'm really feeling though is that this is causing you some issues, and I really feel like, you just need to show up, but show up in this Queen of Swords type energy of just being honest. Just be open and honest, and that's where your happiness is going to lie. If you just be honest, happy, open and honest about the situation. Just be upfront. Don't try and overanalyze in the situation. Don't try and gameplay. I think we're going to go ahead and get 3 cards from the universe to see if there's anything else that the universe wants to add before we close this out. But that's what I'm really picking up on. Okay, there's 2 there. Okay. Yeah, it's so, I'm really feeling that it's just, this is just kind of compounding that message. You have the 4 of Pentacles with the 7 of Wands and the Ace of Swords. So it's like wanting to have this new beginning, but it's like, you're holding back, you're not just being that open, that you need to be, open up, with this 4 of Pentacles. I'm really feeling, especially with that being here with the 7 of Wands, I'm really feeling a closed off, guarded energy. Like, not wanting to put all your cards on the table. You're wanting to keep it close to your chest and play it close to your chest. And what I really feel like is, really, it's just, you have the Knight of Swords. So that's kind of moving in truth and clarity. The Queen of Swords, she takes action in a way that is open and honest and clear communication. And then you have, the Ace of Swords as well. So it's all talking about, very, open, honest, truthful communication is what I feel needs to happen here. So I think that's where I'm going to leave that. So that's your message. What do you need to know for this week? Is just open, honest communication is going to be key for you. Okay. We'll go ahead and move on to Gemini. Hello, Gemini. And any Geminis out there that decided to join us, thank you so much. I appreciate anyone that takes the time to join me. So your overall card for this week is the World card. So let's see what else the universe has to go with that. So change. Something, something's closed out. Might have let something go. I'm almost actually feeling a letting go and a little bit of a celebration off of that card, Gemini. I'm not going to lie. I'm almost picking up a 3 of Cups celebratory kind of feeling off of that World card is what I'm really feeling off of it. Okay, well. Had a lot of cards decided to jump out. Let's see what we got here. So I think that you're coming to an end or trying to put an end to something that you have, that's caused you a lot of stress, Gemini. I don't know what the situation is. See if I can get the rest of the cards here. I kind of need a little bit more. But I think, you have decided to close this out, this cycle out. Of what I feel like is causing yourself anxiety. Like, that's what I'm really picking up on. It's like you're wanting to set that down. Like whatever has been bringing you anxiety and stress, whatever has been doing that is you're wanting to set that down and move into a more positive positive energy, that like bringing, it's like you're looking for love with this Ace of Cups. It's like, I'm ready to, and then also the Page of Wands, like I'm ready to put myself back out there. There's that Three of Cups that came out. I told you I was feeling Three of Cups. Yeah, so I'm really feeling like you're wanting to put yourself back on the market is what I feel. Or you're wanting to get out and have a good time, and like, because you're tired of sitting in this, is whatever's been stressing you out. You're wanting to, like, you're in a point this week where you're going to want to set that down and just say, I'm not gonna worry about this anymore, whatever's causing you stress and anxiety, and say, I want to move past that and go have a good time. I just want to get out and have a good time. I want to stop worrying about this and stop stressing about this situation, whatever it may be for you. It doesn't have any, I'm not getting anything, a very specific scenario, but however that applies to you, whatever's been stressing you out, this is general reading, so it can be many different things. So it's whatever's been stressing you out and causing you some anxiety. I really see you setting that down and being done with it, and saying, and wanting just to have, kind of set it down and go out and have a good time. Really feeling like, if you're single, wanting to get out there and date, put yourself out there. If you're in a relationship or married, either, going out for a date night or going out and having a good time, just getting out and having a good time, to forget about your problems, to get kind of, set them down. You want to just get past it and not worry about it anymore. You're wanting to leave whatever is causing that in the past and move on from it. I have a feeling, I'm really feeling like it's something that you have a little bit of regret around, and you realize that it was something that you kind of brought around yourself. I think that's why you can put this down and move past it. I'm almost picking up like a little bit of like, this is something you kind of brought on yourself. It was your own doing in a way, because I'm picking up a little bit of that Eight of Swords energy, kind of a little bit of like past lingering echoes of an Eight of Swords energy. Like maybe you felt like you were stuck in a situation, and then you realized all of a sudden you weren't really stuck. So you were able to close out that cycle and move forward. And this is a Gemini for these Geminis that resonates with, you're ready to set that down and move forward. You realize you took the blindfold off. You realize you're not really stuck. You thought you were stuck. That Eight of Swords is usually a stuckness, being up in your head and feeling like you're stuck or you can't move. You can't, get out of your head. And so I really feel like this is a Gemini that's moved past that and realized that they can move on. You have the power to change your circumstance, and you're doing that. You're like, I'm ready to go out there and take action and do what I need to do, and doing that in that Page of Wands energy, and going and having a good time is what I'm really feeling. So to wrap it up, the universe has the Empress with the Eight of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. So it's changing. This is everything. It's exactly what I said. It's a Gemini for any Geminis out there this resonates with. It's just compounding that you're working on trying to change that Wheel of Fortune 180 degrees. You're trying to change your fortune, and get out of the negative energy and move toward that positive energy. Get out of that whatever you've been doing to feel stuck and that's been causing you anxiety and stress, and say, I'm changing my fate. I'm going to, flip that wheel 180 degrees and get out and have a good time, because I know now that I can do that I have the power to do that, to change my circumstances. And so I'm talking to Geminis that are flipping that right now. They're currently in the process of flipping that. So great message there, Gemini. If it resonated with you, feel free to hit that like button and comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for joining me. We're going to go ahead and move on to Cancer. Hello, Cancer, and any Cancerians out there that decided to join us this week. This is, I call it What Do You Need to Know, but it's really just whatever messages the universe wants to talk to your sign about this week, whatever wants to come through in the energy, you know, or I don't know how I honestly, you know, my skills that I have, it's just, it comes through as kind of feeling, intuition. Sometimes I get pictures, I get thoughts. It's just, or a lot of it's feelings. A lot of it comes through feelings. I'm definitely a very strong empath, so I pick up on feelings. So for most of these cards, it's usually a feeling I pick up and feel off of it. So you got two cards that came out as your overall energy, Cancer. We have the Ace of Wands and the Fool. So somebody's getting ready to have, for any Cancerians out here that this is going to resonate with, it's y'all are getting ready to go, just take a leap of faith and go towards something with some serious passionate vigor, really feeling like wanting to get on and have some sexy time is what I'm feeling, honestly, not going to lie about that. Really feeling like, you know, off of these cards with that Fool and Ace of Wands, really feeling like somebody wants to put themselves out there and put themselves on the market, so to speak, looking for some sexy time. Is what I'm really picking up. Really having a desire to meet up and have some closed door time with someone. Whether that's somebody you know yet or not, I don't know, but that'll be up to you to figure out. Well, they're really making me shuffle these cards, Cancer. Let me tell you. Really making me shuffle here. Okay, it says stop there. Okay. Well, look at that. World in the sun. Man, you looking on a bright new day. I got that hangman there, but I don't, I'm really feeling like that's more like you've had a change of heart kind of thing. I think is what I'm really. Oh yeah, these are for, you know, who, if you're Cancer that was resonating with that beginning message, yeah, you're wanting to get out. You're ready to go start something. You're going somewhere. I don't know where. You're moving towards someone or something, you know what direction you're headed. Like with this you have 2 of Wands with 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands being the center of the spread. And so the way I read these is whatever the center card is that, you know, I kind of try and read the cards with that card as it being kind of the center of the spread, you know, the center energy. So you have not only wanting to, it's like you're wanting to collaborate with someone, but you know what direction with that 2 of Wands going to a 3 of Wands, you know what direction you're going and you're heading that direction. And it's something that, you know, you're heading toward your happiness. You know, I really feel like, you know, you have decided that this is what you're going to do. Really feeling that, you know, that energy. But I think that with this moon being here, I'm really feeling like for Cancer, this is really, I'm feeling like almost emotion, like the emotionality of it, because Cancers are, with being a water sign, and you usually can be a very emotional sign, and with this moon, I'm not really picking up hidden and deception. I'm really picking up like emotion, like the amount of emotion almost off of this card of like, you know, this is something you're emotional about, like I'm not picking up hidden off of this card. I'm picking up really just like the depths of your emotion, you know, that this is something that you're very emotional about. And that you're taking action on it. Taking action on it in a way that from that Queen of Swords energy, that you're wanting to take action and go towards something with fiery vigor. I mean, I don't see specifically what this is. I don't know. I don't see this as necessarily a person or anything. I mean, I don't have a lot of cards on here on the table here that really say what this is about. So this is a very generic, general message. And it can be, I mean, you're going to have to apply this because it can be for a lot of Cancers out there. So it's not getting very specific for me. Can I get 3 cards to wrap it up? And maybe even if you want to narrow this message down to what it pertains to, that would be good too, please. Okay, so something, it pertains to something from your past. I'm going to feel like this is, we'll see what else comes out with this Six of Cups card. I think it's helping me narrow down what this might pertain to, so it helps you understand what it is you might be wanting to move forward and get the Chariot card. Okay, so what I get is what I'm getting, Cancer, is with the Six of Cups and the Chariot and the Eight of Swords here, is that you have been doing a lot of, I really feel like you were trapped with a past relationship. Like that I'm really picking up on, like, you were really undecided on what to do about a past relationship, and you're in an energy of wanting to, with your overall energy being the Fool and the Ace of Wands, that you're wanting to have, you're wanting to just go out there and have a new start somewhere. And with the World being here and the Six of Cups, this could be with the past person that, that you did have some issues with, that you were undecided whether you wanted to reconcile with this person or not. But I mean, so that with the World being there, the cycle has ended. So this could be this passionate new start, could be with a past person, but it also could be that you've decided, because you've made a decision to move in a direction. And for every Cancer out there, you're going to have to figure out what direction that is for you. But I'm talking to somebody that, that you've made that decision, or you will be making that decision to move forward in a direction, one way or another, either toward this person from your past or towards someone new, whoever. But I definitely see that at some point you were trying to decide whether to move on or not. But now what you need to know is that if you haven't made that decision yet, you're going to be moving into the energy of making that decision on picking a direction to go, is what I really feel, Cancer. So that's what I have for you. If you like that message, please hit the like button down below and share your energy with mine, and feel free to provide any comments and feedback that you want to provide. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and move on to Leo. Hello, Leo, and hello, any Leos out there. This is going to be your weekly message. Weekly message for Leos. What do you want to talk to Leos about? I named this "What Do You Need to Know," but it's whatever wants to come through. We have 2 cards. Well, that was interesting. If you watched the Cancer one, or thought about watching the Cancer one, they had the Fool card as, their primary card, with the Six of Cups that came out from the universe. Well, you got those 2 cards together as your overarching cards, and I was shuffling the deck, so for those to come back up is pretty interesting, and next to each other. So whereas Aries had the Fool with the Ace of Wands, you have the Fool with the Six of Cups. So I think for you, where Aries had, 2 directions, and they were going to make a choice in what direction they were going to make, I'm really feeling for Leos that they're thinking about taking a chance on communicating with the past person is what I'm really picking up on from those cards. We'll see what else comes out with this. But that's what I'm really picking up on right off the, right out the gate. This is for Leos that might be considering revisiting a past person, which doesn't surprise me because we are sitting in Mercury retrograde. And Mercury retrograde does make us kind of sometimes long for exes, and think about revisiting people from that past that we've been involved with before, and think about rekindling things sometimes. So it might be thinking about reaching out to somebody from your past is what I'm really picking up on, Leo. Okay, it's telling me stop. Okay. So this is someone that did bring you some happiness that I think you think about quite a bit. Leo, I think you think about, and I think you keep tabs on them a little bit, but they did, there's been separation. You haven't talked to this person for a little while is what I'm feeling, Leo. But I think you want to set some things right. I think you want to move toward this person, and have some communication with them. I'm really picking up with this Page of Swords. I did focus in on those two birds on that card, which birds are communication. So, and planting the seeds to try and fix something is what I feel. Really feeling an energy of wanting to try and fix something. So if this is resonating with you, this is a Leo that is thinking about trying to reconnect with someone from their past that they feel that something needs to be resolved. With this Justice card being here, I really feel like they feel like something needs to be set right. Like you want to fix things. With this, I'm getting that with the Seven of Pentacles and Justice of wanting to fix something, come together with somebody that maybe things didn't end quite well, and you had, this disconnect, and you have, I was feeling a little bit of spying energy off of this Page of Swords, but with that Page of Swords and Page of Pentacles here together, definitely spying energy, and honestly, I'm feeling like it might be reciprocal. I'm really feeling kind of that, back and forth between those cards, that it might be on both ends is what I'm picking up. So that's what you need to know. We're going to go ahead and get 3 cards to wrap this up and see. Give me one more card. I see this as, you desiring to move toward this person, and provide a message. Like I said, I'm really getting to set things straight. You want to set something right is what I'm really feeling. Like you want to clarify something, set something right. Like there was just, like you guys just, like there was something left unresolved that you want to sort out is what I'm feeling. Yeah, you have that real desire to put this right, because you have the Queen of Wands with the Knight of Swords with the Star. So like I said, it's that desire, not only from that Queen of Wands, but also with the Star being here of, wanting, really having a desire to want to move toward this person in truth and communicate with them your truth, to set something right, to clarify something is what I really feel. So that's what you need to know for this coming week. That you might be you might be trying to reach out to someone to set something right. So if that message resonated with you, please, please hit that like button, or feel free to comment below and provide any feedback you want to provide. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, we're going to go ahead and move on to Virgo. So hello, any Virgos out there? So you have Two of Swords. So what are you trying to turn a blind eye to? What are you you're definitely not wanting to make a choice about something. And feeling like like you can't make a choice. Almost feeling like you can't see, I'm really feeling like you can't see the options or the choices available to you is what I'm picking up, Virgo. You might feel like, definitely feeling a stuckness energy for you, and a feeling like you can't, you know, like you don't know what the choices are. Like you don't know, the only reason you haven't chose or made a decision is because you don't know what all your options are, is what I'm feeling off of that card. Oh. Okay, so you're trying to recover from something. Let's see what you're trying to recover. Recuperate. I'm really feeling an energy of recuperation, trying to recover, like, and I'm really feeling like an exhaustion, like you're weary. I'm feeling a weariness off of that Four of Swords. So, okay, it's telling me, go ahead. No, yeah. But it wants me to shuffle. It wants that card, but it wants me to shuffle some more. I think it wants to, it's got a specific card it's wanting to have as your center card of your spread here. What do you want as that? Okay, that one. Got it. Okay. Okay, so the Nine of Pentacles. So yeah, you don't know which direction to go. It's slowing you down because you don't know what direction to go is what I'm really picking up. It's like you're confused is what I'm really picking up on. Really, I'm really getting a vibe of Virgos that are confused. And I think you're trying to figure out which way to go, but like trying to figure your way out of this problem, whatever it is been slow and arduous, and you've had to do a lot of research. You know, you've had to do a lot of research to fix this problem, whatever it is for you, Virgo. And it's like, you know, you're tired, you're weary, you want to be done with this Eight of Cups. I feel like that doneness, like you want to lay this down and walk away because you're weary. You know, this, I said that Four of Cups, I was really feeling that weariness. But this is some, you know, like whatever this problem is that you're trying to resolve, you know, it's something significant. With that Nine of Cups, I really feel like it's something significant that you desire to fix. Like I'm really picking up, you know, that almost like it might have been a wish, you know, something you're almost wishing for this to be resolved. And so that you'll have more stability, you know, like you're wanting to fix this so you have more stability in your life. And I am going to say I am picking up on a little bit the message coming through is this might be someone that's in a marriage. So it might be that if you're married or in a long-term relationship, I'm going to say this message is definitely a general message, and it can go apply to Virgos, apply it however it fits in your life. But I am getting a message that if you're married or in a long-term relationship, like there's been some conflict in that marriage or relationship. You guys have had some rocky waters, and you're trying to move past that. You're trying to resolve that, but you haven't figured out a way to resolve that yet and fix that situation. And with me getting a little choked up, it's like you maybe aren't figuring out how to communicate properly to this person. And that definitely can be, you know, the fact, especially with us now in Mercury retrograde, that can be even more challenging to try and communicate. But with me getting choked up, it's like, you know, it's like anything you say or do might just not be going over well and causing conflict. So it's like almost like you're afraid to speak up and speak your mind because you know it is probably going to cause a conflict. And that's what's made you just weary and tired. weary and tired, and you're wanting to move past that. You're wanting to, with that Four of Wands, wanting to, like I said, have that stability, especially if this is a relationship or a marriage. You're wanting to get back to having that stability in your relationship and tired of the ups and downs and the battles and the conflict. You're wanting to move past that. And especially, I think with this Queen of Cups here and the Nine of Cups, this is someone that you do love and you have a lot of love for, and you have the desire to fix this. Like I said, you have a desire to fix this. But understand that it doesn't have to be a relationship. That I was picking that up, but this can also pertain to any facet of your life. Can I get 3 cards to wrap this up, please? Is there anything you want to add, please, universe? That Nine of Wands. So it looks like what I'm feeling right off the bat, we don't have the other 2 cards, but off that Nine of Wands, I'm really picking up on that it's that desire to want to fix this, that fiery want to communicate, want to fix this. But right now, I think you're taking a little bit of a break. You're moving slow. It's like, I really am feeling this Knight of Wands is like almost, it's like the battle of the Knight of Wands with the Knight of Pentacles. You got like really, really fiery, passionate energy with this really slow, like snail. I'm picking up snail energy off of that Knight of Pentacles. And what I'm really feeling or picking up on this Knight of Wands, I'm really being drawn to that volcano erupting in the back, which is almost like a tower. It's like, I'm feeling like you want to move quickly and passionately away from any tower situations, is what I'm really feeling. Okay, so no. Okay, thank you. Yeah. So I'm really picking up on, that you are going to communicate with this person, but it's going to come slow, because I think, like I said, you're weary, you're tired of this, and I feel like you're wanting to move away from anything that's going to cause this volcano eruptive type energy. You're wanting to communicate your needs, but with them being more grounded and stable and not like so explosive. Like you're wanting to move away from that explosive energy. Because I'm really feeling like with these wands the way they are, Eight of Wands is typically a communication card. But the way I'm really picking up on, like, these are arrows being shot at somebody, like almost like that verbal barrage, like a verbal barrage. And it's like maybe you have somebody, if you're dealing with someone, it's like if you're getting spammed with messages, text messages, or you have somebody that won't stop, like that just keeps like nagging you or keeps, and you're like, okay, I just need a break. I need to get away. I need a timeout, because you feel like if you're in this Knight of Wands, you're going to be, you're just going to inflame that conflict, because you don't want to just react. It's like you're not wanting to let this person make you react. You're wanting to be in the slower energy. And it's like, it's almost like whatever you say or do tends to set this person off. I'm really feeling like this, really picking up on this Knight of Wands is whoever you're dealing with, that's their energy, this explosive energy. Like when they talk to you, whoever this is that represents that moves toward you or communicates to you in this Knight of Wands energy, Virgo, like I said, that Eight of Wands, I felt like arrows being thrown at you like a verbal barrage of information, like somebody just maybe nagging, or going off on you, kind of an energy. And so that's why your overall energy is the Two of Swords, because you're like, how do I make this person stop? How do I talk to them and communicate with them in a way that they will stop this verbal barrage? You know, like, you want to resolve that. You want to move past that. You want to be done with it, because that's what's got you weary and you're tired of it. You're tired of it. You just want to, you just want to have that stability again, where things like, kind of back to normal, And so you're moving toward this person very slowly, because I see you as being, you have, the Knight of Pentacles in the final cards from another deck. And the Knight of Pentacles was your center card in your spread here. So it's just verifying that's why I realized that you're this Knight of Pentacles. It's, you're wanting, it's like you're slowly trying to figure out a way to deal with this. And I see, though, it's like you're kind of slowly walking away at the same time. It's like walking away from, like, almost like I said, walking away toward healing, because it's like, I need a break. I need to turn my back, and I can't deal with this. I need a break. So I think that's what I have for you, Virgo, is like, what you need to know is that, this is a Virgo that is going to be trying this week, possibly to, I think, get some rest, really, is really trying to take a break and see if they can get some time to themselves away from this person, so that they can come up with a solution to this situation, because you're sitting in this Two of Swords energy, Virgo, of not knowing what to do, and I think you're going to try and get past that. You're going to try and take a break and get past that energy, is what I feel. You're trying to heal the situation by putting a little bit of distance between you and that person, is what I feel. Okay, so that was Virgo. We're going to go ahead and move on to Libra. Hello, Libra, and thank you for joining me. Thank you so much. This is, I call it What Do You Need to Know, but it's whatever comes up. It's just a weekly message, whatever the universe wants to talk about. And you have the Three of Wands as your overall energy for this week. The Three of Wands. So I get that is ready to, I really feel ready to jump on that ship. I feel like, I'm really feeling like you're this bird up here, like you're wanting to soar. You're wanting to get on that ship, take off and soar. You're wanting to get, move forward, like really move forward towards something. It's like that ship can't get to shore fast enough for you, is what I really feel. Like you can't wait to start something or move towards something, is what I'm really picking up on, Libra. Okay. So something that is going to be, I'm really feeling like, more stable for you, is what I feel. Yeah, you're wanting to change the fact that you've been burdened, and you're wanting to give to something else. Wow. Okay. So I think something you were previously giving to caused you a lot of stress, a lot of pain, a lot of stress, a lot of burden. You have the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords and the 9 of Swords, a lot of hard energies, plus the 4 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles. So you have 10s and 4s here. You have almost every 4 sitting on the table. Which is really interesting. What's nice is, with your overall energy being the three of Wands, you have the first card out of the gate here was the 4 of Wands. So it's that escalation of energy. Like I said, you're wanting to move towards something. It's like that ship can't get here fast enough. And I think it's because you've had a really hard time, a really hard go of something. And I really feel like you, Libra, with this 6 of Pentacles being in the center, that you were giving so much to something. And I'm going to say that this can be any area of your life. yes, it can be a relationship, but I also feel like this can be any situation in your life, like a job or something like that, somewhere where you were giving more than you were receiving. It's like you kept giving and giving and giving your all to this situation. So like if it was a job, you were putting 110, 120% in, and you weren't getting much recognition for it. All it was doing was wearing you down, causing you a lot of stress. You know, you were just like, you know, it was just a huge hassle and burden. And so it got you like starting to realize you needed to change something with that wheel. You know, you realized that you needed something to change, something had to give. And I really am feeling like you're trying to flip those tens, you know, tens into those endings and have a new start. You know, with the full ending your spread here, really feel like you're wanting to give somewhere else, and it's wanting to take a risk and move in a new direction, because you're wanting, you know, something to change, your ships to come in a sense, you know, something to change so that you want to give towards something that's going to give back a little bit, you know, because I really feel like I'm talking to a Libra that didn't feel appreciated. So do you have anything else to add to this? I get 3 cards to wrap this up. Okay, it says right there. So the 9 of Wands, the 8 of Swords, and the 7 of Cups. So it looks like you do have choices, but I think that having the choices that you have available to you, I'm almost getting like that having these choices is kind of funny enough. Like it's like you're overthinking your choices. It's like you want to be this fool, but every time you start thinking about, you know, like being the fool and like taking a risk, it's like every time you start thinking about taking a risk and you have like, you know, you want to get on that ship, like your ship can't come in fast enough to get away from this situation. But it's like there's a part of you that feels like you can't somehow, you know, like that it would be a burden to change. Like that it's stressful to change. Is what I'm picking up on. You want to change. There's the desire to change. You really want to move into a new direction. But when you think about it, it causes you stress. It causes you this, you know, this Knight of Wands. It's like you have the desire, but it's like it's taking a lot. It's taking a lot, Libra, to make this change. With that 8 of Swords, it's like you're almost, in a sense, kind of self-sabotaging a little bit, because it's like you have a little bit of fear about, or questioning, taking a chance or making a change in your life. Like almost trying to talk yourself out of it. A little bit of negative self-talk, holding yourself back. Really, you know, getting these cards tying back to this 4 of Pentacles, like you're almost holding yourself back from taking that risk because you have this little bit of fear around change, that's kind of stopping you. Yes, the desire is there. Yes, you're trying to overcome that. With this 9 of Wands, that you're trying to overcome that because the desire, like I said, you felt like that ship couldn't get here fast enough. Like you really want to make this change in your life. Like you want to make this change. But I also feel like there's a part of you that's almost self-sabotaging and holding you back as well. So I think what you need to know is you need to have caution around, you know, what's holding you back from making this change. So look at whatever, when you're thinking about making this change, whatever comes up inside of you, Libra, that almost self-sabotage, whatever fears come up, whatever is keeping you from getting out of all this rough energy, these 10s and 9s, whatever is is holding you back, you need to look at that and really look at it and examine it. And it's something that you probably need to heal within yourself so that you can make this change, so that you can move forward and be that fool that you need to be. So that's what I have for you, Libra. If that resonated with you and you like this message, please hit that like button down right below. And of course, feel free to provide any comments that you want to provide. I thank you for taking a moment to listen to me ramble on here. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to Scorpio. Hello, Scorpio. Thank you for joining us this week. I do these every week. This is, I call it what you need to know, but it's really just whatever the universe wants to talk to your sign about this week. Whatever it wants to talk to your sign about. So what do you want to talk to Scorpio about? Okay. So what you need to know is, like, your overall energy is the Ten of Swords. Sorry, Ten of Swords. Well, I was feeling 10 of Wands off of that. So it's like this pain has been, whatever's been painful has also been a burden as well. But I really am feeling that is about ready to flip to the Ace of Swords is what I'm feeling like. I'm really getting that energy for you, Scorpio, is like you're done with something and you're ready to flip that to an Ace of Swords. You're ready to put an end to that Ten of Swords and flip it to an Ace of Swords is what I'm really picking up. Okay. See, so it looks like this is with the Lovers. This is going to be somebody, a significant connection, somebody that you have a very significant connection with. You desire quite a bit, picking up a lot of desire, off of that Lovers card. I'm not gonna lie, picking up a lot of desire off of that. And so let's see here. It looks like to me that I'm not seeing really bad cards other than your Ten of Swords, but like I said, I felt like that was flipping. And so I'm really feeling like it's like you almost had a realization, Scorpio, that it's like you had a realization that this person might have been more significant to you. Like you had a desire for this person more than you realized. Like your connection with this person was stronger. The love you have for this person is stronger than you realized. Like this Hangman, I realized it's like you had, that light bulb came on while you were in this Hangman, while you were kind of just sitting back doing your own thing, and while you were doing that, and while you were slowly like kind of going in a new direction, you, with this Queen of Swords here in the Hangman, it's like you realized something and realized that this person meant a lot to you. And so with that Queen of Swords, I'm almost feeling like wanting to take action, wanting to take the action. And I really felt like this Ten of Swords was getting ready to flip to that Ace of Swords. So it kind of doesn't surprise me that the Queen of Swords came out here. I am surprised the Ace of Swords didn't pop out, but the Queen of Swords carries that sword of truth too. So it's like, no, but also takes action. So it's like, this is, that action of taking action to end that Ten of Swords energy. But I'm not going to lie, there's a little bit of confusion on which way, how to take action is what I'm going to say. You have a little bit of confusion around that with that Two of Swords being there. It's like you're not sure exactly yet how to take action, just the desire to take action. I think you don't know how you want to take action, whether you want to, how you want to communicate or express how you feel to this person is what I feel. You're not sure how to express how you feel. And you got the Two of Swords again. So really, really having, you know, I really am picking up strongly that you're almost deceiving yourself, Scorpio. And it's that deception of not realizing how much this person meant to you. And I think that got you a little bit confused. You know, it's like, because you were deceiving yourself, you got yourself a little bit confused. And it's like you're with this Four of Cups here, he's reevaluating that cup. And so, you know, it's just you're reevaluating this person because you have realized that this person means more to you than you thought that they did. And so it's like you're, especially with this being in Mercury retrograde, it's like you almost want, you're wanting to turn around. It's like you're like, oh my gosh, you know, you as you were moving away from this person and going and doing about your own business and doing your own thing, it's like, oh shoot, I have feelings for this person. Now what am I gonna do? So you're in that energy of confused and not sure exactly what you're gonna do about it, is what I feel. So that's what I have for you, Scorpio. If you like that message or if it resonated with you, please hit that like button so I know that it did indeed resonate with you, or provide any comments down below to let me know if it resonated with you and how you felt about it. Thank you again for joining me. I'm going to go ahead and move on to Sagittarius. Hello, Sagittarius. Hello. Thank you for joining us this week. This is going to be, I call it what do you need to know, but essentially it's just letting the universe talk to your sign about whatever it wants to talk to you about this week. Whatever it wants to talk about, like it can be all kinds of sorts of things. It's whatever message comes through. So your overall energy is the Knight of Swords. I'm feeling like you're having trouble sleeping is what I'm feeling. Like, I'm really picking up an energy of somebody that is lying at, like, that can't quiet their mind at night is what I'm picking up on. Someone that lays in bed, like, tossing and turning because their mind won't shut off. I don't know what that's in regards to or what you've got on your mind, but it's like something is heavy on your mind is what I'm picking up on. Something's really heavy on your mind and you can't get it off your mind. Okay, so just that card, okay. It's really making me shuffle. There we go. There we go. Wondering how long I was going to be shuffling there, Sagittarius. Okay. So, what seeds are you trying to plant? Okay, it looks like, are we moving toward or away from someone? I think you're wanting to offer love to someone. So I think I'm talking to a Sagittarius that has a desire to, I think it's causing you, I'm not going to say heartbreak, but I think it's like the pain here in this Three of Swords is coming from you being distant with, like, not taking action towards someone or something. I'm feeling like it's a person, but I am getting a little bit of a feeling like this is moving in a different direction, and like moving in a direction in general. But I am picking up this might be a person that you're trying to move toward. for you, Sagittarius, or but I'm really feeling like you're wanting to like there's somebody that you have your eye on, someone that you've been that you've with this Page of Pentacles, somebody you've had your eye on, that you've been kind of watching a little bit, that you've had your eye on. I don't, not necessarily spying, but you've just had your eye on this person, like quietly desiring them, but you haven't. I'm really feeling like this is someone you haven't initiated contact, a new person that you've thought about giving them an offer. And I really feel with this Knight of Cups that you're really thinking about wanting to start something with someone. I'm really picking up a new relationship, like wanting to move towards someone in love, like wanting to offer someone something, like take them out on a date and or communicate with them that you'd like, that you're interested in them, is what I feel like. But with the strength being here, I think that this has been hard for you. Like I think because I think the longer you go without trying to see if this is gonna, like if this person is interested or not, is where this Three of Swords energy is coming from. You're causing kind of your own pain. The longer you realize, the longer you go, like it's like just intensifying your energy or intensifying your emotions. The longer you go without like trying to see what will happen, like and if this is like not a relationship, not like a person, or if it's a job or some other opportunity or starting something new, it's like the longer you put it off, the stronger you feel about it. The more stress and pain it's causing you, the sleepless nights, the more it's on your mind, the more pain it causes you, the more it's on your mind because you haven't done anything about it. Is what I'm really picking up, because obviously there's something that's keeping you from doing it, that it's been like something that has been eating at you because you haven't taken action, because there's something that's stopping you from taking action. And I get that as a little bit of you holding yourself back, feeling definitely on that Strength card, feeling almost a Four of Cups, a Four of Pentacles energy of kind of that holding yourself back. Like there's something something that you're afraid of like, I almost feel like confidence, like you don't have the confidence to approach this person maybe and provide this offer, this Page of Pentacles, to provide that offer. So that Page of Pentacles is off a different deck, but you have that Page of Pentacles that came out as your first card in your spread, which I said you had your eyes on somebody. And it is that offer too. It's wanting to give somebody an offer, but I feel like you've just been watching this person and keeping your eyes on them. But the more you keep your eyes on them and the more you don't act, the stronger your feelings or stronger your desire is. And the more pain that you're causing yourself. And I think you're realizing that with the High Priestess. I think you're realizing that you need to take action. Especially with the Knight of Swords being the center of your spread here. You're realizing that you need to take action. You've been really making me shuffle here. Can I get 2 more cards to go with this Page of Pentacles, please? Okay, there we go. And the Ace of Swords. Like I said, you realize that you need to take action. Okay, that one. Yeah, if you don't take action, it's just gonna lead to a tower for you. If you don't take action, it's gonna just lead to a tower again. And like I said, it's because your inaction is causing you pain. And I think that with your intuition, and this Ace of Swords, you're realizing that you're causing your own towers here. You're causing your own pain because, in your own sleepless nights, your own anxiety, where you're staying up, tossing and turning and keep thinking, because you like I said, the longer you go without taking action, the more desire you have to take action. So that's what's causing that tower there. So that's what you needed to know, Sagittarius. I think that was a pretty good message. If it resonated with you, please hit that like button down below and feel free to, of course, comment. Leave any comments that you want to leave. Thank you for joining us. Okay. Okay, Capricorn. Hello, Capricorn. This is going to be your weekly message, Capricorn. Pull your overarching energy and then pull a spread to help for clarification. And just see what the universe wants to talk to your sign about this week. So it looks like, interesting enough, let's see. We have the 10 of Wands with the 8 of Wands. So are you challenged with this being Mercury retrograde? Not surprised. Are you being challenged, Capricorn, on communicating with someone or communicating something to someone? And that can be anyone in your life. That can be a boss. It can be a significant other, a family member. But are you having trouble? Is it a burden trying to communicate with someone right now this week? That's what I'm really picking up. You're struggling with communicating with someone. That it's really challenging and it's really a burden trying to communicate with someone this week. You want to tell me who this person is? Any clarification on who this person is that Capricorns might be challenged or burdened around communicating with while we're in Mercury retrograde? Okay. Okay, so this is someone that I'm really picking up on didn't give to you in a way that was stable. Had this really Page of Wands. I'm really picking in and out energy, like somebody that wasn't that was very in and out. And that created this toxicity because this person was in and out, and there you have the 10 of Wands again from a different deck. I feel like this is you, Capricorn, King of Pentacles, sitting in, kind of wanting that stability, wanting, just wanting things to, be stable, secure, really picking up on, you just don't want any chaos, you're just wanting things, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of, you want the status quo is what I'm feeling like. But I feel like there's been somebody in your life, Capricorn, that, and the person, you're going to know this person because it's somebody that has been unstable, that has been and that's why you're burdened with communicating with this person, because it's like you don't know where you stand with this person. You don't know where you stand. And so that's caused you this burden and you're burdened around communicating with this person because it's like they throw off your stability. They kind of, make it hard for you to stay in that peaceful energy, that kind of, stable kind of environment, quiet, peaceful, stable kind of environment. And so it's like you're trying to figure out what you need to do. It's almost like I'm really picking up on with the devil and the fool being here next to each other. It's like this person almost, the toxicity might be just like they make you take risk or make you step out of like bring you out of that peace. I'm just like, that's what I keep feeling is like, it's just like whoever this person is, whether it be a coworker, a boss, a relationship, a family member, it's somebody you definitely are stressed out about communicating with. And I think it's because I think they knock you off balance. That's what I'm getting. That's what I was trying to figure out. It's like they take and take, which make, it's like it's like somebody that might come to you and ask you for money, that's always wanting something. They always want, they're taking, always wanting something. And so it's like, it's like almost that toxicity of like, because they're always taking and they give very little. Like you're just wanting, you're wanting that stability, you're wanting to change that. You're wanting the stability. And but they're not providing that Ace of Pentacles that you're wanting, because you're just wanting that. But it's like every time you think that you're, you might change things with this person. It's like it just causes you stress. I really feel like giving to this person or trying to communicate with them, trying to do anything with them, it's like they're so in and out because they only want to come around when they need or want something, is what I feel like. And it's like it's a burden to you. That's what I'm really feeling. So do you have any advice for Capricorn, please? Advice for this person that they're struggling with. What's the advice, please? I've just been doing any additional message, but I really feel like this needs some advice. Because I really feel like you're just struggling with it. It's like you don't know what to say to this person or how to deal with them is what I'm really picking up on. It's a burden to deal with this person because they just take. And they come in as fast, they leave as fast as they come in. It's like they only come around when they want something, which is why that devil's there. Because and they're this fool, like it's, they just take a risk and they just come in. It's like they come in unannounced. Like it's just like, they'll just show up or contact you and it's like, you don't know what to say or do. It's like, oh my gosh. Yeah, this is, okay. Yeah. It's like you have this anxiety of like, when is this person going to show up? So with the Six of Cups and the Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords, it's like, it's like, when is this person going to show? Like, I really feel like you have a lot of stress and anxiety about, like fear around, when this person contacts you, because it's like, oh my gosh, what do I do? It's like, what do I say to this person? What do? I don't want to deal with them. I don't know how to deal with them. But I think that, I'm really feeling like the advice here is that you need to leave this person out in the cold. You need to sever your ties with them, and go in a new direction. This could be, I'm going to say this, that if this is a child that you have this problem with, and I'm picking that up off of the Six of Cups. I don't normally, but I'm really picking up that for some Capricorns out there, this could be a child that you're dealing with, one of your children, that does this to you, that you may just need to be practical with them and And I'm really feeling with this Five of Pentacles, it's kind of a tough love, like being a tough love, as being the advice, like standing your ground and kind of having that tough love kind of thing. And with the Ten of Swords here, it's like laying down letting go of that Ten of Swords and turning it into that Ace of Swords of, just being, communicating openly and honestly about how you feel. If you have a fear of this person asking you for money, I'll go ahead and say, since a child came up, if it is your child and your child's always coming to you when they want something, when they need something, and it's usually like, Mom, can I have $20? Mom, can I have money for this or that? Mom, will you buy me this? Or Dad, can you buy me this? Dad, can you give me some money? It's just like, you're just going to have to stand your ground and tell them the truth, and whatever that truth is for you, because it's going to be different. Situation's going to be different for every person. But it might be just saying, hey, the reality is times are tough. We don't have money for this, or saying, you need to decide what's more important to you. I can't give you money for everything. So, you need to decide what is really a priority to you, because I'm not going to just give you money for every little thing you want to do. It's just being honest, and communicating honestly with them. Make a decision how you want to handle the situation, and just handle it as honestly as you possibly can. So I think that, I know that it's a burden to communicate with this person, but I feel like the open communication is really necessary in this matter, is what I feel like. But I don't think that communication is happening during this time, because I really am feeling, what the universe wanted to talk about is saying, talking about that you're having trouble, that this is a really toxic situation for you, and where you can, and for what Capricorns you can. I think it's kind of, with that Five of Pentacles, is almost like you need to leave somebody out in the cold. You need to have that separation, to separate yourself from somebody. I'm not saying like do something negative, like ghost them completely, but you need to kind of distance yourself and put that, like, almost put healthy boundaries in place. That's where I was going. That's why I kept talking. It finally came to me, putting up some healthy boundaries is what I'm feeling, is what's needed. I think that's the advice, is healthy boundaries. And speaking your truth, putting up some healthy boundaries with this person, because that they are and can be very toxic, a very needy person, someone that like I said, that feels like, almost I'm feeling a sense of entitlement, somebody that feels like they're entitled a bit, that feels like they can have or should have or get whatever they want, and so they just take without really giving anything back. So that's what I have for you, Capricorn. I hope that message resonated with you. If it did, go ahead. I'd love it if you went ahead and hit that like button for me, or provided any feedback and comments down below. Sorry, I thought I had another card that flipped. Some cards flipped over. I was trying to make sure I got them all flipped back. Okay, so Aquarius. Hello, Aquarius. Hello, any Aquarians out there that decided to join us this week. This is your sign's weekly message, whatever wants to come through. I call it What Do You Need to Know, but it's really just whatever wants to come up that you might need to know about this week. It might be just, the energies, what you're dealing with, the people you're dealing with, situations you're dealing with, or how you're feeling overall. It's just whatever wants to come up. So So your overall energy is the Nine of Wands with the Seven of Pentacles. So what are you struggling with getting started is what I'm feeling, Aquarius, that you're trying to get something started, something new started, but you're a little challenged with doing that. I feel like you have some determination with that Nine of Wands. There's a determination there to make this happen. Whatever it is, whatever you're trying to start, there's a determination that to invest in something. Okay, so well, it looks like Aquarius, this is a relationship, but I feel like I'm really feeling like you're bringing yourself justice, Aquarius, in some situation. I feel like, I mean, even though there was a person that you had a lot of feelings for, that was a strong relationship, someone you had, that you had a strong connection to, a strong pull to, you walked away from that situation. You walked away from it. And I think that I'm really picking up on that, you know, that was hard to set this down and invest in yourself. I'm really picking up on you decided to invest in yourself, that you brought yourself justice and decided to, you know, invest in yourself. That's what I'm really picking up on, is a desire to invest in yourself, to give yourself some love, give yourself some peace, some love. That's what I'm really picking up on. You kind of, a little bit in that hangman energy of doing for yourself, like really, but I think it was a little bit hard for you to decide to do that, to decide to walk away from this person and give to yourself. Okay, yeah, the Fool energy there. So I am going to tell you, I am picking up on, and this probably won't be for everyone, but I am going to say that I am picking up on that there could have been a third party in a situation, and that could be why you decided to start giving to yourself, that you pulled back and decided to walk away and give to yourself. And I see that's kind of difficult for you. Because I'm really picking up on, like, I keep seeing like there's multiple people in the situation. You have two queens here, and I'm really drawn on this Three of Cups to the three women up there. So it's like there really was, like, somebody was giving more, like, juggling. I'm really picking up juggling. The Fool, with the Fool, I'm gesture and juggling. I'm seeing juggling. Like even though this isn't that, I'm picking up a vibe of juggling. And even the way these women are on this Three of Cups, it's like they're being juggled. And I just keep picking up juggling. And it's like, even with the Three of Pentacles, it's like these Three of Pentacles on this card, it's like they're up there, like they're almost being juggled, even though they're a little bit more difficult to juggle. It's still like, I'm really just, every card here is feeling like these last cards were like trying to tell me, yeah, juggling, which is why you decided to give to yourself, Aquarius, because I think somebody was juggling you with other people. And it took you some strength to walk away from this. You know, that's why you're sitting in that wounded warrior that Nine of Wands energy, that, you know, it took a lot of strength, like you were determined to invest somewhere else, to invest in yourself is what I feel like, Aquarius. So I am going to say, since juggling is coming up, that they may still be sitting in that energy. I don't see any cards of separation other than I see you walking away at some point. For sure, I see you walking away. So I don't know if this is fairly new, that you realize they're juggling, or if you didn't know they're juggling, maybe you suspected that maybe this is trying to tell you that they were, maybe it's trying to give you some insight. That might be why you were in this hangman, that you were trying to gain, you know, a perspective, trying to find out, you know, think about this situation a little bit, is what I'm getting, Aquarius. That's what's coming through for me. Yeah, that's all I got that's coming through. Feel like that wasn't really resonating, but it did come through. That, I don't know, it just seemed like there should have been more. I feel like there needed to be more for some reason. But if that resonated with you, feel free to hit that like button or leave any comments down below. I felt like there should be more to that, but that's what came through, and nothing else seemed to want to come through with it. So sorry about that, Aquarius. That happens sometimes. Okay, gonna go ahead and move on to Pisces. Hello, Pisces. Thank you for joining me. This is going to be what you need to know, but it's essentially just it's just a weekly message for your sign. Whatever you need to know. It could be just whatever energies you're going to be sitting in this week. It could be actually giving you a message. It's just whatever you need to know. Like I said, it could be as simple as just telling you what you may be feeling or going through this week. That's what a lot of times it is. It's really making me shuffle here for your overarching energy. What's Pisces' overarching energy for this week, please? What's Pisces' overarching energy for this week, please? Their overarching energy. Okay. That one. The Chariot. The Chariot. Well, what do we got to go with this Chariot? I'm really feeling... I'm really picking up on like a desire to go, but not knowing where to go. Like, because funny enough, this Chariot, it's like, it's almost like somebody, I'm getting the feeling of like, the people that used to carry like, the people through the city, you know, like with the poles up on their arms, and the person's just sitting in the little carrier thing. Because that's what I feel like. I'm seeing that, you know, on like that lady, that woman is just kind of sitting there, like, you know, like similar to in one of those things where they're carried through the streets and they're just kind of lounging, like almost like on parade, you know, like on parade. It's that kind of an energy I'm feeling off of that card, off of that Chariot card, which is a really interesting energy. I've never picked that up off of the Chariot before, but it's what I'm picking up. It's like almost being paraded around, more than like moving in a direction necessarily. Strange. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you're getting strange, kind of strange reading. Then you got the Chariot again from a different deck. But in this Chariot, it's like, I'm almost getting a Fool energy off of this Chariot. Because I'm really picking up on, like, I'm really picking up on, again, the boy. I was drawn to the boy up there. Like, he looks like he's about ready to jump off of the Chariot as it's moving, as it's rolling away, like he's about ready to leap right off of that Chariot, which reminded me of the Fool. So, and I think what's happening is I think, with this, the way I read the energy off of this first Chariot, the overarching energy, Pisces, is that you have been holding back from moving in a direction. You were holding back from moving in a direction towards something. And I think because you weren't, like, I think you might have had some different choices come up. And you were, I think you were a little bit leery about, like, I think you were just sitting back taking in your options. And when you were sitting back taking in your options, it's like you were holding back until you figured out where you wanted to go. Even with this Four of Swords being in the middle, it's like that holding back, kind of almost like taking in all the scenery. And that's like, if you're doing that, like sitting on a thing, just relaxing as you're being carted through the town, you're taking in all the scenery. And there's even, there's all that greenery around that Chariot, like you're taking in the scenery. You're just sitting back as things are moving around you. You're just kind of taking it all in, Pisces. You're taking it all in. And you were holding back, but and trying to figure some sort of stuff out. You're taking it in, absorbing it with that Four of Swords. But I think this moon, what's hidden with this moon is your desire to want to move towards someone, to communicate. And it's a fiery, like you really, like, deep down there's a desire to be this Fool. But I don't know what this, you're going to have to apply this to whatever situation this might resonate with you, Pisces. Because this really, really, really can be anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship. It's just telling me there's something in your life that you have been sitting back and being the observer. Of some aspect in your life, you have played the observer. But deep down, underneath that, there's this desire to be the Fool and take this passionate, really passionately. It's like you want to be the Fool. You want to be this King of Wands. You want to take action towards something. You want to communicate and take action. But I feel like that you're keeping that hidden with this moon. Which is why, this Chariot that like I said, that I felt like the Fool, it's sitting down here with the moon. You have, it's like you're keeping that hidden, that you have this desire to not be the observer anymore, is what I really feel. Are you trying to evaluate something? You're definitely evaluating something. I think with that Seven of Cups, it's like, I see, even that evaluation, like he's evaluating those cups, he's evaluating which way to go, which way to go, I think you want to take a risk, but I don't know what's holding you back. There's nothing here that indicates what's really holding you back from this. You had 2 cards that came out in reverse. And I typically don't read reversals. So you have the Hierophant, you have the 5 of Wands in reverse, and the Page of Swords in reverse. So I have a feeling that it's like you're wanting to get past this. You are wanting to get past this. I think you're wanting to lay down this observer. It's like this conflict of I'm really feeling like this hidden stuff is about to come to the surface. And it is with, that you need to take action. That you need to, that this needs to come to the surface. You need to stop keeping this, desire hidden, this desire that you've held yourself back from whatever you desire. Whatever that is, it's something you desire and something you want to move forward quickly and communicate, and take action on. You have 2 very big action cards with the King of Wands and the 8 of Wands, and then these Chariots. So it's definitely something that you want to take action on. But I think that you have held yourself back, and I think that you're realizing that you're the one holding yourself back. I think with this Hierophant here, I was really drawn to the fact with this Hierophant, how he's glowing, like it's like a realization, almost a realization. And I think while you've been being in this observer mode, while you've kind of been taking time to yourself and just kind of taking things in, and evaluating things, you had some realizations of, the fact that to get past whatever was holding you back, to get past that, you're gonna have, you're just gonna have to take action. But you're holding yourself back in some ways. It's really weird. It's like really weird here. Because it's like, with this Page of Swords and being in reverse, it's so weird with the 5 of Wands being in reverse, because 5 of Wands is like wanting to get away from conflict, wanting to not self-sabotage. And I think, you're with the Hierophant, you're wanting to get out of that energy, definitely. I think I'm going to have to clarify that. I need to clarify, I think this deck, clarify that Page of Swords in reverse, because it's really throwing me for a loop, Pisces, not going to lie. Because I'm getting almost like a little bit of a stubbornness. I just am feeling stubbornness is all I'm feeling off of that card, is stubbornness, but I don't know how that applies, how that stubbornness, what it applies to. Stubbornly holding yourself back, stubbornly being the observer, stubbornly not making a choice. Okay. So it's like you're wanting to get past that. Like, yeah, I see this Hermit with that four Four of Swords, but I'm really feeling like, you know, that with the Hermit clarifying that Page of Swords in reverse, it's really, you know, that you are stubbornly holding yourself back, which is why, like, you have this desire deep down to move in a direction and to move quickly and passionately in a direction that I think that you know, that might be a stable beginning for you, that might provide more of a foundation for you. I think you've played the observer too long, is what I'm really picking up on. And I think you're a little bit in transition. You're like in a kind of transitionary period, which is why I was having a little bit of difficult time picking something up, because it's like, the moon is kind of saying that you have this desire, but you haven't acted on it yet. So I think you're in transition, like you're in the phase with me feeling like more an idle energy off this Chariot, overarching energy, and then feeling like a fool taking a risk energy off of this other Chariot. You know, it's like they were almost contradictory Chariot energies, like opposite. Like this one was more leisurely, where this one is like chaotic, like the horses are rearing and they're like almost like this Chariot got spooked, these horses got spooked, and this guy feels like he needs to jump off of there to save his life. And that's how I'm feeling. Like, you know, it's like, you know, you need to do this, you know, you need to take action, but it's like you're stubbornly holding back and playing the observer, Pisces. But I think that you're moving out of that energy slightly, and you're in transition, which is, I think, what the universe is saying, trying to tell you, that you're shifting. You are shifting out of that observer energy into more this King of Wands energy that you've been keeping hidden and holding back from. Took me a minute, but I got there. I hope that resonated with you, and I hope you liked that message. Feel free to comment or like it if it did resonate with you, because it did take me a minute to get there. Not gonna lie. They're not always that difficult, but we did get there. I'm glad that I decided to clarify so that I did get there finally, because it was throwing me off a little bit. I wasn't picking up what I needed to pick up. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a great and wonderful week. Thank you so much. Joy, love, and light.